Welcome to Wheels, Deals, and Meals, where we talk all things good food, good business, and good cars. And now, here is your host, Arnold Gassita, founder and CEO of Petra Automotive Products. Let's roll.
We are excited to be at Amalfi Italian restaurant in Houston. How do you say Amalfi in Italian? Is it the correct way to say
You
it?
say good, but if you say Amalfi Ristorante Italiano.
Amalfi Ristorante Italiano. I
Bravo.
love it.
Perfect.
A common friend of ours, Giuseppe, who's been on the show, invited me to dinner here the other day, and we had an absolute time. And I am not kidding this, and I'm not saying this because you're on the show, but it literally transports you to Italy. We sat down in a little corner table, ate unbelievable Italian food. Giancarlo sat down with us, his wife Lisa sat down with us, and we shut the place down and just had an incredible time. So if you're in Houston, if you live here or you're in the area, come visit Amalfi Ristorante Italiano.
Bravo.
It's going to be the food is amazing, and the ambiance is amazing. This is the real thing, as you're going to find out today. So today we have the owner, Giancarlo Ferrara.
Yes.
Did I say it right, Giancarlo?
Giancarlo Ferrara. Bravo.
Italiano, Giancarlo.
Esatto.
Okay. I'm going to try to learn Italian on the
Yes.
process. But I told you last time that when I was in Italy, they would talk to me in Italian, and I would understand everything.
Well, because if you speak Spanish,
Because,
I mean,
yeah,
it's very easy to get along.
Which Giancarlo's is Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos in Spanish, which I happen to have a brother-in-law that's Juan Carlos.
There you go.
You know?
There you go.
So anyway, Giancarlo, thank you for being on the
Thank
show.
you for having me at the show, Arnold. It's a surprise for me. Then, after we met last week and you called me back and said, let's do this. And I was very honored.
Well, we love showcasing great restaurants and great people.
Yes.
And you were both. I mean, it really felt like we have known each other forever.
Yeah.
We talked about everything, and it's just, you kept bringing the stuff out too, which was amazing. The food that you cook here, and just your story, I think it's going to be great. So we'll start with the easy question. Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Salerno, which is a little bit south of Naples, about 50 kilometers. That's talking kilometer now because you are in Italy.
It would have been funny if you would have said something like, I was born in New Jersey.
No, no, I'm born and raised in Amalfi Coast. Salerno is the major city in the Amalfi Coast. People that been traveling the Amalfi Coast, that they know what I'm talking about. It's an unforgettable place. I mean, it's a place that at least one in a lifetime you should.
You were born there and lived there for how long? When did you leave?
I lived under 19 years. At 19, I moved up to the north part of Italy.
Stayed in Italy, but moved to the north part of
moved to the
Italy.
north.
How long have you been in the U.S.?
For 25 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 25 years ago, you're still in Italy.
Yes. Well, before Italy and the United States, I was in Ireland for a year. I do experience in Germany for a while, and then when I met my wife in Italy, we together live in Ireland for a year, and then we moved in Tampa, Florida, and then
We're going to talk about all that
later,
in
yes.
detail. Okay, so grew up in
grew up in Italy.
Amalfi Coast mainly.
And also my formation, I was going to school at the culinary school in Salerno. I graduated the top of the class, and then my first step in the
But when you went to school, like we talk about elementary, junior high, high school.
just like high school.
Okay, you go through all of that. When you graduated high school, what did you do? What did you decide? I mean, did you immediately know you wanted to be a chef, or you went to do something else? You went to study business, then you go, you know what? I want to be a chef. Where did that I want to be a chef come out?
All right. So I'm the last of 7 children.
Good Italian family.
Good Italian family. And as often happen, the last one has helped mom in the kitchen. Okay. So I was always after my mom and help out, to prepare all these 3 meals a day for all the family, because they're all working, family, school, and everything. So, and I like it, you know what I mean? I got passionate about the food, about, all the preparation, everything. So after the 8th grade, 9th grade, now the scuola media, scuola in Italian, you begin high school. At the high school, you can pick like anything from philosophy or history and everything. You know, it depends what you want to do in college. But in this case, you can pick like a culinary school. So basically, your formation start as a high school, as a culinary school.
Yeah, a freshman in high school.
Yes. So you're a 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, or 5-year, whatever you pick is going to be at the end. You're going to graduate as a culinary experience. You can be a chef, or manager, or bartender, whatever. But it's a long process. And between this process, you know, you have to do internship in many restaurant, hotel, and everything. Sometimes they pay very little, very, very little.
Is it an internship?
Internship.
So
But,
let me
you work
make sure I get
13
this-
hours a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I get this right? So you're helping your mom, the last of 7 children.
Yes.
Good Italian family.
Yes,
You're helping her in the kitchen. That kind of gets your love for the food.
exactly.
When you go to high school, freshman year, which is usually, I would say 15 years
Yes.
old or so,
Yeah, 14, 15, yeah.
you decide to go down the culinary route.
Culinary route, exactly.
Okay. At 15.
15, yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, basically, at 15, actually, I started my first internship and it was in Capri Island. The first time I was in an hotel, like as a dishwasher slash help cleaning vegetable and everything. And every year at the school, you know, you change position. And my last year of the school, basically, I became like a assistant chef. You know, I was a chef de partie in one of these hotels. And then from there, you know, my career started, and I moved up to North, and I work in a different hotel or restaurant.
So you didn't go to college.
No,
Just did the
college.
culinary and the
Just-
internship and the experience hands-on.
Yeah.
Working in restaurants and then
Yes.
hotels.
Yes.
So you're now, so you start high school, you go the culinary route.
Yeah.
You do an internship at 15 and you grow every year in.
Yes.
You graduate from high school, so you're 18 years or so.
18, exactly.
And that's when you decide to move north.
We moved north because I have an offer for a job up north in Bassano del Grappa, which is in the Veneto region, very close to Vicenza. And I was there for almost 10 years.
What was that opportunity to be a chef?
To be a chef, yes.
Okay.
Chef de partie first. Chef de partie is like French, but in Italian it would be a chef that is specialized in entree or in a dish such as pasta or seafood. So you enter the position as one of these categories.
Okay.
Okay.
And you were entree.
Entree, yes.
Does that mean you're
Fish,
deciding
meat.
you're deciding what goes on the plate? How this is going to be presented?
Yeah, well, the menu, the executive chef decide the menu.
Okay.
And I'm the executor of the dish.
Okay.
Basically, I take order from the chef. I say, okay, this, the meat and fish
Gotcha,
in the menu you're
gotcha.
gonna prepare, blah, blah, blah.
How long did you do that for?
I did it for 5 years, and then I became chef of the same restaurant.
You took his place.
I took his place. Yeah.
Wow. Very, 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 very good. Well done.
Yeah, I took his place, and I worked there for another 5 years until I'm...
People always see the restaurant business as a very glamorous business, right? You hear people all the time, oh, I wish I had a restaurant, or I did a restaurant, or whatever. People don't realize this is extremely hard work and long hours.
Yes.
Like when you were starting, when you were 19 or 18, working as this entree chef, how many hours a day were you working?
14, 15.
I mean, people don't realize there's
We were sleeping 3 hours a night, also because we were 18 years old.
and standing, right?
Standing
All the time.
and do a lot of stuff in between. So basically, it's because the energy, the adrenaline, the fact that you are out of your house for the first time in your life, it's like I would go out for college, basically. You know.
Yeah.
I will, you know, put in the same prospect of go out for college for the first time, and then we're
I agree. Maybe,
you're
maybe
18,
even better. You're not doing the book. You're doing life.
you're doing life, you working, and you go out at night, you know what I mean, and you know you met a lot of friends, and you sleep very little, but the next day you have an energy to. And this was going for 90 days straight because during the summertime in Italy, it's not like okay, this is your day off or your 2 day off.
No, you're working.
You're working. You're 90 day. You just go there 90 day, and they will pay only at the end of the summer. So
So you work for 90 days
yeah,
and don't get paid till the end of the 90 days?
yes, and you are be lucky if they don't pay because some people they get without no pay. Some
No
people.
kidding.
Yeah, because it was those reality. You go there to learn, and you know what I mean. They give you a place to stay. You can eat there. You know what I mean. But you don't have actually money to spend around. You know what I mean. Actually, my mom was helping me out every time I was going home. Because give me like $100 or something
Yeah, right,
for
right,
the
right.
expenses.
Right.
With the point that I say, oh yeah, at the end I'm gonna give you money back.
Right, right.
Because they're gonna pay me at the end.
In 90 days, I'll figure out
Yeah, I figure out
how to pay you
back.
back. What an experience!
Yeah.
Before you became chef in those 4 years, that you're the entree chef, working, taking orders from the chef.
Yeah, we do.
What was, if you could pick two things that you go, this really changed my life or taught me something, what would you say that happened in those 4 years that you go, man, this really helped me get to where I am today?
Yeah. Those 4 years of formation was important for me because it really gave me the foundation how to organize a party and how to organize the whole entourage around the party, like a wedding and a function and stuff like that. Because that's what
So big events.
that hotel was big. So they really, because I was coming from reality, summertime in the Amalfi Coast. This is just hotel, and you have the people from the restaurant in there. You know what I mean. So you have exactly how many customers you have the night, maybe 100, 150, and that's it. In this case, we have a potential to do like a wedding for 300 people and a restaurant for 150 people and maybe a room service for another 100. So it gave me really the foundation how to organize all those kind of things. And it's important.
Organizational kind of stuff.
Organization and productivity and how to acquire food enough to, feed everyone and everything. So it was a good for me to have that kind of experience.
Okay, when you become chef, and now how long? So 4 years as the entree chef, right?
Yes.
Then you become the chef. How long did you do that for?
For another 5 years.
So you worked at this place for 9 years.
Yes.
Okay, as chef, what did you learn there?
As a chef, then me and the owner, we completely redo the whole organization because I had more people, more younger crowd in the kitchen. So new innovation. We redesigned, completed the whole pastry room. We changed the menu basically for the new.
So it kind of helped for you to open eventually your own restaurant because you kind of redid theirs.
Oh, absolutely, yes, yeah. That was a very good formation for me.
Did you create dishes?
Absolutely, yes.
How do you create dishes? Like when you go into the kitchen, are you just like throwing things together, or because
You have to be sorry to interrupt, but
No.
you have to be inspired by the product. Like say, so you see a lemon, what I can do with this lemon. No, it's many things you can do with the lemon, especially. In my case, the lemon is my essential ideal because from the Amalfi Coast, without lemon is like
it's a principal ingredient?
It's a principal
in Amalfi
ingredient. So from there, from the smell, from the juice, from the skin, from everything. So you imagine things, and also the surrounding ingredient, the surrounding part of where you from, basically. In my case, the Amalfi Coast is basically seafood, vegetables from the mountain, cheese and meat. The main thing is when you are inspired, it's easy for a chef to create a new thing. And happen every time, you know what I mean?
Do
The
you spend time in the kitchen alone, try to create things?
Before I was spend a lot of time by myself in the kitchen, just to be concentrated and create a new dish. Especially when I open Amalfi, I spent like a lot of morning, right? Like between 6:30 and 9, before the people that were coming, to just create a new thing. Because when you start a restaurant, it's a different than any other restaurant where you work before, because you want to really give your imprint, your style,
your heart and soul.
the heart and soul. But sometimes you people, they don't react quickly to your soul, so you have to be ready to adjust quickly. You know what I mean? So because I love something, but maybe another 10 people, they will not like it. So you have to be also smart on what you put in the menu.
You got to give the people what they want.
Without compromise, though.
Right.
You don't want to compromise your identity. You don't want to say, okay, I'm going to make this because this is what they eat. It's not true. I'm not believe that the stereotype of American, they don't know how to eat. It's not true. Okay, no, all American, they don't know how to eat. They know how to eat. It's just they need to be taught.
I would hope I know how to eat.
You know what I mean? They've been taught how to eat. Because some American people, they just eat like fettuccine alfredo and this and that.
And big quantity.
And big quantity. It's not true. I mean, in my case, it's not like this in my restaurant. So they really open up their mind and they eat everything. I mean,
they want to try new things.
Try new things. Try a lot of seafood.
I've always in my in business and now that we do this show, I've always enjoyed meeting owners of restaurants and chefs, and they putting together whatever they want, because it also showed to me every dish that is not on the menu that a chef did for you because you personally, because he liked you or met you or whatever, kind of is his stamp.
Yeah.
Is what he likes. Is something that he loves, that he wants to share with you.
Okay. One of my best night and tables, they're the one when I go to the table and I introduce myself and I say, thank you for coming to Amalfi, the first time, blah, 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 what I can recommend. And when they say, chef, we like everything, we don't have no allergy, we are in your hand, okay? And then start for me like a new inspiration.
Yes.
Okay? And I can create like a 5-6 course meal, then it's not even listed in the menu. This is the experience. Because I have people then come back and say, can I see in the menu the dish I had? I say, well, that it could be created that night for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like to do that. I like to a lot to do that. And this way I do a lot of catering in the private house, because they just call me up and they say, okay, this is the kitchen. We are 10 people. Just impress us.
I think when a chef takes the time to do that, I agree with you. I don't think it's what people say that Americans just eat whatever. I think people appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think people will eat it with a different type of attitude and flair, and they really, really appreciate it. When I came here the other day, that you did fruta del mar. Is that
Scialatielli frutti di mare.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah.
And the pasta was made
perfectly. Yes.
I learned something that night too,
Yeah.
right? That the pasta, if it's overcooked, is bad for your stomach.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did
you know that?
The fact that they eat al dente is not just because you want to be like, al dente and everything, but we do also because it's digesting things.
What does al dente mean?
Al dente means when you put between your teeth, you have a little bite on it. You know what I mean? So you can still bite.
Al dente.
Al dente.
Ah, okay.
Al dente.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
So you put like a piece of spaghetti.
Yeah, so Spanish is al dente.
Al dente, exacto.
Okay.
See,
Great.
this is what they understand you when you go to Italy. Because say al dente, they all understand.
I get it. Okay, so you're executive chef. You're this chef now. You've been there for 9 years. Where do you go next?
Well, I met Lisa at that time. At the end of those 9 years.
We're going to talk about that
Yeah.
story. So you meet her and you end up coming to the U.S.
No, we went to Dublin, Ireland.
Okay.
So we spent a year in Dublin, Ireland.
What did you do there?
I was working at two-Michelin-star restaurant, a French restaurant.
two-Michelin-star?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. And I was chef de partie, also there in the Michelin-star restaurant.
Was that an incredible learning experience?
Great experience. I mean, completely different, but I was left in Bassano del Grappa. A lot of new technique and a new dish and philosophy. Ireland gave me a lot of time to read a lot of cookbook also from other great chefs at the time in Europe, and give you a completely new, fresh idea, new inspiration about cooking. And this is what I come to the United States. I was come full force, you know what I mean? Because I was like, okay, when I go to Tampa, I will do this and that, and which I'm starting to do. I was doing it, but I mean, 25 years ago, Tampa was not ready for that kind of
food.
For that kind of food.
So Tampa's the first place you went to in the U.S.
Yeah.
And what did you do there? Did you restaurant as well?
I was helping my friend in his own restaurant, and mainly I was doing catering. And these were my because catering that time in Tampa was like, nobody was doing catering
right.
The way I do it.
And it was Italian.
Yes.
At the time in Tampa.
No, I was doing privately. I mean, private.
Yeah, correct.
Because Francesco, my friend, introduced me all these great people. And he said, if you need, Giancarlo can come your home and, do it. And then this
an event, a party, whatever.
Yeah, event. And this is what I was doing mainly, event.
What, so how long were you there in Tampa?
For 1.5 years.
And then came to Houston?
And then we went to Dallas to visit my mother-in-law. And my brother-in-law introduced me this guy in Dallas. Then he has a sister, Houston, a restaurant here in Houston. And they say, look, we need a chef there if you're interested, blah, blah. And I convinced my wife to come to Texas, which she had me for a couple of years because she left Texas.
Now she loves it.
She left Texas when she was 17, and she said, I will never come back.
Yeah. And then an Italian brought her back.
Instead
of a cowboy, an Italian brought her back.
Yeah, it was tough for her because she left her job in Tampa with the Citibank and follow me here in Houston without job, basically. So it was.
So you went to this other restaurant and you were a chef there for how long?
For another 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
And then you left and opened your own place.
Yeah.
Were you scared?
No. The only thing that was scared me was the money. To be honest with you, was no.
That's usually the scary part.
No, me, well, yes, but.
You obviously know how to cook. It's just the money part of
this is what I was trying to convince the bank when I was asking for money. But the bank always say, how much money you have. Right. I said, well, I was not.
Right. If I had the money, I wouldn't ask for the money.
Exactly. This was my question.
It's a circle that doesn't make sense. I was talking to a bank the other day for another business, and the guy says, well, if you we'll give you this if you put this in. I go,
it doesn't make any sense.
But anyway,
I find the very good people that they believe in me and they invest.
Have you always been at this location?
Always, yes. You opened 11 years ago. This bottle basically it celebrated my 10th-year anniversary. Bellaria Winery was the first wine dinner we did in Amalfi in 2015, and after 10 years, we redid the wine dinner, and the owner he gave me this bottle with engraved the 10-year anniversary. And this is a great bottle.
Because this is also where you grew up.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
In that area.
This is the Campania region wine. That one right there, Benevento, this Avellino. This is all Amalfi Coast. This is all Amalfi Coast.
Yeah, the Amalfi Coast is so well known for...
You're going to have
for their food and their wine. And obviously the picturesque.
And hospitality.
Yeah. Why Amalfi? Why that name? Who picked that name? Was it you? Was it your wife?
It was my wife.
Or you just said, that's where I'm from, that's where I'm going to...
Well, it was my wife because we were always trying to name the restaurant like creative name, And my wife said, why don't you just call Amalfi? You are from there, you know what I mean? Amalfi is a beautiful place. Amalfi is very easy to say also for Americans.
Yes.
Amalfi Coast, I remember a lot of things, a lot of good things about traveling, a good time and everything. And start with the A.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, first thing in the book.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then, we just boom. and we put Amalfi.
This is probably a bad question to ask a chef. I don't know if the chef may answer it or not, but what is your favorite plate?
Pasta,
Any kind of pasta?
No, but the pasta with the seafood. Any kind of seafood.
Like the fruto de mar that I had?
Fruit di mare, yes, also sea urchin. Also with the baby octopus. Also,
Because Amalfi is very seafood,
yeah.
big time seafood.
Oh, yeah. Also spaghetti. We have a dish in the menu, and I love it. Basically, it's a Nerano pasta. Nerano is a little town in the Amalfi Coast, which is famous for with the coastline, and also for these dishes called spaghetti alla Nerano, which are made with zucchini. Even Stanley Tucci showing his show in Search for Italy.
Yeah.
And he's obsessed with that pasta too. But I did my version, which is with the zucchini, and I top with braised octopus, which is delicious. We're going to show later on. See how do you.
We're going to bring your wife. We're going to talk about more of your story.
It's going to be a lot more to talk about, especially with my wife.
Cheers.
Salute, cheers.
Salud.
Thank you for listening to Wheels, Deals, and Meals, your main source for all things good and fun, business, food, and cars. If you like this episode, make sure to rate us and subscribe. If you would like to be a guest on our show, please leave a message at the link below. Till next time, happy eating!